Hello and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. We are in October 2025 and I'm going to be taking the dahlia tubers out. We took some out yesterday. We have more to take out here today. Now I'm gardening in Pennsylvania in zone 5B, so these are not winter hardy in our area. We've already had a few frosts go through. You can see the deer have just completely damaged these, and they're calling for freezes tonight. So we do have to get these out. I already have my boxes here to start putting some of these in. I do have extra boxes. And then I have my bucket here. I have labels to label the dahlia tubers, and I have pruners to cut the foliage off, and a bottle of alcohol here to sterilize our pruners. I have my tape for my boxes, and then I have extra boxes. We just go in to Walmart and we ask them for their empty food boxes when they're done emptying them, and we get those to put our stuff in. So I also have my shovel, and I brought a rake along. What I'm most likely going to do is just start cutting these off here, and then I'm going to pull this back, but I'm going to let more of the stalk exposed so I can still see where they're at. I'll pull the landscapers, the heavy duty weed barrier fabric back, and I'll start digging them out then. Sometimes you do get a longer growing season, but in previous years when I had grown dahlias, and that was part of the reason why I'd stopped growing them for a while, is they kept going and they kept going, but then all of a sudden the cold would come. You'd be out when it would be raining, sleeting, snowing, and it was just a complete mess and wasn't fun to take them out. So we're getting these out before all of that weather comes, because I used to take enough bulbs and stuff out and tubers and different things, and it was just a complete disaster when the weather turned really cold. So my pruners are clean here, and I'm just going to start cutting this off here. And I'm letting some of the stalk there. So I'm going to do that the whole way out through. And you do want to clean your pruners in between plants to prevent any type of viruses or diseases from spreading from one to the other. So you do want to clean your pruners in between cutting each one. And the deer just completely destroyed most of the dahlias this year. Some of these I never even got to see them bloom. But I'll come back when we start digging them out here. So we're getting the pins pulled out of the bottom. We got this first section cut down, and I went to get that celosia out, and it pulled the dahlia tuber right out with it, which is not what I wanted. But this here is loosened, so I'm just going to start pulling this back here. So we're just going to start getting this dug out here, and this ground is nice and soft. I can actually just go right under this and pull this whole thing here out. Now these were grown from seed this year, and this is an heirloom open pollinated variety from my understanding. There's a grub there. They will eat the roots of your stuff, so that's a bad thing there. They'll eat your tubers. So we're just going to get the dirt shaken off of these. Some people choose to rinse theirs off. That's not something that we do because we don't want them to mold. They rinse them and then they dry them. Rinsing them off is a huge, huge mess. And it's not something that we do for ours. We just try and get most of the dirt off of them here.
And then when it dries, more comes out.
There we go. So I'm going to lay this over here in the sun just for now. Let it dry just a little bit. You can see they are still kind of wet here some. And I can feel that they are wet, so they do need to dry some. But it's not nearly as bad as if you go through and you rinse everything off. some of these will break off. That's normal. If they have a growing eye on them, they can be replanted and they will grow another plant. But if they don't have a growing eye on them, it's just, they'll never grow another stalk. I tried it. I do try and keep the varieties separate. Ugh, there's ants.
I brought the pitchfork down.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know that. And sometimes some of these will have the eyes already growing out on them. Let's see here. I'm not seeing that on these yet, but sometimes they will, so we're gonna keep going along here and getting these out, and have quite a lot of them here to get out. We have this patch here to get out, and then we have another patch to get out. The other patch was gotten out yesterday, so we'll be back. And this one here, when I dug this one here out, something was boring into the tubers of this dahlia here. So I'm going to lay this one off to the side and look at it more, make sure that whatever was in there isn't still in there, and I probably will cut those two off. So as these were being dug out, we did find this one here. Now this here is what they call Dahlia Gall crown, and this is a virus that affects the growth of the plants. You can see all those little buds there. They're all little eyes, but they're not growing the way that they are supposed to. So this one here is one that needs to be taken out and it needs to be destroyed. You do want to make sure that after you handle one of these that you don't handle your other ones, because you can spread it. So I should have brought more boxes along, but all the dahlia tubers are out of the ground. I still have some in some containers, but we're going to take these back, and you can see we're out of room with everything that we have in here. But we're going to take these back and get them out to dry, and I'll get the ones out of the containers later. And everything has been re-tilled now. Fresh soil was added, and everything got tilled up. Okay, so we brought all of the dahlia tubers inside, and they're all in boxes, and we separated them out. So these are going to get gone through more for drying. We're going to try and get as much soil off them as we can, cut off any remaining foliage that may be on them. For the ones that have the really long stems still on them, we'll cut those down some more, but we had a whole lot of dahlia tubers that we brought in. Now we will monitor these throughout the winter time to make sure that they're not drying out and that everything's going okay with them, that they're not getting soft and squishy. And dahlia tubers can look different. Some will be more like rounded shapes, others can be longer, some can be thin, some can be bigger. So there's all different types of dahlia tubers and the ways that they can look. But I just wanted to show you this here. You can lay these out on like a tarp with a fan blowing across them to help them dry more. But right now we just have these in the boxes because we just, we brought them in and it was a lot to take out. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. I'll tell you to put a new video on. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye.